Hello my scrappy friends, it is Jess here and I am creating a cute little pirate layout today. This 12 by 12 paper that you can see down there is just a super old paper that I found in my stash. It's actually one of those really thin pages, but I just had to use it. I'm definitely trying to remember what supplies I have in my stash, and when I find the right opportunity for those pages, I'm trying desperately to use them straight away so they don't hang around for too long, because you just never know when you're going to need to make a pirate layout again. So I'd already gutted this white sheet of paper. I used a white sheet of paper for something else that I put a border on, and for some reason, I don't know, I kept the border. I don't know why I gutted it this way, but I decided not to waste it, and I'm going to stick the border to the outside of the 12 by 12. It's a very unusual way of doing it. Normally, I would absolutely have a second piece of white paper and trim down the blue piece and stick that on, but for some reason, this time, I was just not leaving any scrap unused. So in fact, with this paper, that was probably a bad move, in that blue paper is like so thin. I probably needed a second piece of paper underneath it, but anyway, it all works out. So as you saw earlier, I distressed all the edges. I do have a distressing tool, but I just used my scissors because I was lazy to get my tool out. And then I have made these cute pirate cut files. I just made those myself and I made a lot of them. So there's a few more bits and bobs that'll come out later. I do have an entire pirate kit from Echo Park, but I couldn't help myself with making a few more bits and bobs of cut files. So I've got 6 photos of Tom dressed up as a pirate, and I cut them down. I think they're about 2 inches wide and then 3 inches long. So I cut them right down so they were skinny and easier to fit on with all of my millions of cut files as well. I've got 3 photos that were taken inside and 3 photos that were taken outside, so I just kind of centered them in that way, or laid them out in that way so that they kind of match each other. And then as you can see, I've got my first 2 cut files down on the left-hand side, and I'm going to add the rest of them mostly down over there as well, and do just a few small embellishments around the photographs. So as you see, I've popped those up on thickers just to be the little foam that is, to be the foam that's going to pop up those photos, just to have those a little bit higher than the rest of the things on the page. Using my ATG just to make sure I've got glue adhesive onto each of those thickers, and then popping those on there. I'm trying not to put anything on top of the frame, either sliding it underneath the frame or just making sure it's just outside the frame. This pirate hat is another cut file that I created. Adding that on. So I've got a treasure map, a pirate ship, a pirate hat, and I've got a few more that are coming as well. And I will also use the ephemera that came with the Little Pirates collection. These Walk the Plank is what my title is, and they came on the sticker sheet that came with this Echo Park collection. I've had this collection for a little while, and I've used it maybe for about 3 layouts so far. I find it difficult to use themed collections like this for random things when my kids are not dressed up or being pirates. So with Jack's 7. So in the 7 years, I don't know if I've had it for 7 years, but in the 7 years, Jack and Tom have dressed up 3 times as pirates, and I have used this collection 3 times. So hopefully I either figure out a way to use it more often, like for non-pirate related things, or we have I don't know, they do something to celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day or something, because I don't know how I'm going to use all of this collection otherwise. So then you can see the little skull and the parrot. That is also a cut file that I made. I mean, they're all part of the same cut file, I guess. I don't know. Just to be the ephemera. I just wanted lots of things. And then all the others on that hook as well. Then all the other little bits like that ahoy matey that I just put on, and the word phrases and things, all of those came off the sticker sheet that came with this collection. Then obviously with so many cut files on the page, to be honest, I went a little bit extreme with the amount of cut files on the page. I didn't really need to do much else. So once they're all on, the layout's nearly almost finished because it's just bursting. I definitely got a lot of paraphernalia. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. Onto this particular layout. I definitely wanted to use that little X marks the spot sentiment up near the treasure map, but then I realized later that the first photo of Thomas is basically covering the X on the treasure map anyway, and I probably should have covered the X red or coloured red or black or some way that kind of made that X stand out. But anyway, the photo's on top of it, so you wouldn't even know. So I'm almost done, just popping on a couple more little stickers. And then I, of course, will do some splatters because you know I can't finish a layout without any splatters. And then once I pop on those splatters, I am calling this one complete. So I'm going to use some gold and some white, I believe. Let's wait and see. Yep, there's my gold. I definitely need to buy some more gold soon. With my love of the gold splatters, I am almost completely done. So I definitely need to do that. And then, oh, it's black. It's not white. It's not white. It's black. And so then, yeah. And I've got some close-up photos coming up so you can see the way this layout came together for yourself. Now, I definitely think that this layout is replicatable, I don't know, without using all the cut files. It's basically just a layout with a sort of 6 format grid to the left, to the right, and then all your ephemera down on the left-hand side. So just a nice, fun layout of using up a bunch of photos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all next week. Bye.